Yo, that's Take Two Overture episode 78. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nolan.
Drew has to do something else.
Drew has more actual adult stuff to do.
You gotta go do like work party.
Yeah,
I don't do work parties.
I don't do work parties either.
I don't like the idea of a work party.
I feel like it's more of an obligation.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a field trip, but you have to go. Like it is, if it okay, so if a work party happens during work hours, it's great.
Yes.
No one's gonna be mad that like, oh, I have to go like stand in a room and eat some pizza with some people.
And have some cake.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, eat some chips, drink some soda. That's fine. No one's gonna be mad about that.
No.
But like, I'm not doing that on my off time. Why would I ever do that on my off time?
I'm not, with the exception of like a Christmas party and like maybe a New Year's party, and that's it.
Or if you're like working at some kind of quote unquote nerd thing, like I'm sure the people that run like the Command Zone YouTube channel, when they're like, we're gonna do a work party, guess what? We're gonna play Magic the Gathering on our Magic the Gathering YouTube channel. It's probably fine.
Then again, like the Play On guys are like, we have birthday surprises, and it's just them playing more Warhammer.
Exactly. I was gonna say, like, it's like, what do you think's gonna happen on Play On Tabletop? Oh, we're playing war games. Oh boy.
You get to choose your favorite faction, and then we're going to do some fun rules.
We're either gonna play Star Wars, we'll play Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, that other one that they tried to play, and I didn't watch any of them, but it's probably fine.
Oh yeah.
I watched them play like the Marvel superhero one. I thought that one was pretty cool, but they stopped playing.
Oh yeah, the Game of Thrones one as well.
Because like the Marvel superhero one was like, oh man, it's like Hero Clicks, but also like more rules. But you don't have to like buy blind boxes to get Spider-Man, which is really good. I don't want to have to buy a blind box to get Spider-Man.
It's just there. He's right next to Venom.
Yeah, it's who you want.
It's perfect.
Man, so that like Marvel Rivals game, they're gonna like microtransaction the hell out of that thing, aren't they?
Well, yeah. I mean,
like,
yeah, of course.
Because all the preview footage I look of it, I'm like, this looks pretty good. This
it's
looks
free,
pretty
right?
good. And I imagine that when it comes out, it's gonna be like, do you want to pay $15 for Spider-Man, or do you want to grind the Battle Pass currency for 20 hours?
Do you want to get Marvel vs. Capcom Venom?
Yeah.
That blue? Alright, have $5.
$5. Do you want Magic to not keep talking about Dark Child at all times? Because like it's one of those where like I'm sure in like the late 80s that was cool, but now it is not cool. She just needs to say they'll just say bang bang, pull my devil trigger, and then she does it.
Yeah.
Because that's what she is. Or she should say, I need more power.
Hulk to wear his Joe Fixit suit? $10.
Oh man. No, what they're gonna do, and they're gonna try to get me, is they're gonna play Marvel Rivals, like, oh, you like it? Oh man, look at it. It's Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider with the ripped hoodie. $400.
Like, shit, I have to buy it now.
But I have to. When I played PlayStation Spider-Man, that's like the one I wore the entire game.
Here's Doom with his MVC3 Doom costume. Like, shit. Man. It's over. Now I gotta get it.
Here's Marvel Magneto. Oh man, he
has all the phrases.
We're gonna put in Cyclops, and we're gonna put in the 99 costume. They know. That's what Fortnite's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, before we start talking, I was playing some Noita. I had to watch YouTube videos to learn how Noita works. Because I was struggling and I couldn't figure it out, and then I looked at it, I'm like, oh.
I do like Noita, but yes. it's more complicated than most other roguelikes.
It is like if you want to go into it raw, like I think and you're the kind of person that likes to tinker and experiment and do stuff, that's cool. But if you want to know like you get to the jungle or the Hisi base and you're like I can't, or let's just say the ice caves and you're like I'm getting destroyed. Why aren't my wands working? And then you look online and you're like, well, because you're not building the busted one. Currently,
You're not specking for the bust.
nah. Currently, my build is like I got a wand that always homes. I have piercing, double shot, ice, electric, and then the little spore mine. So what happens is I shoot out a spore mine, it homes in on the guys, it goes inside of them, like gets stuck in them, makes like 400 exploding spores, and they just die, and then everything dies.
Damn.
It's sick. And there's like a couple ones like that where it's like, and also triggered spells. That's how before I got that I had you do a spark bolt, and then whenever it hits something, it spawns like 6 other spark bolts that are homing, and I was like, yeah, that one was pretty good. But yeah, that game is I like that game. It's really cool, and then the secrets in it are like stupid. Like I looked at some of them, it gets wild. That game is far more wild, and I could tell like, oh man, the Baba guy, that's his influence.
Oh.
When you start getting into parallel universes and transferring between them because your wizard got too strong. There's an achievement that is the gods fear you. I believe that's for doing infinite damage, and there's a bunch of ways just to get infinite damage and infinite health. You're just like, nah, I'm invincible. It's cool though.
My favorite ones are always the just pour a bunch of acid or a bunch of water
That's
into holes.
Yeah.
Which is great until you don't have any protection from acid or water or drowning.
Yeah, that's
and you just cover yourself in it.
Yeah, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Like oh man, it's just that game is cool. I want to beat it because like on Steam I saw like the achievements and like 9% of the people have actually finished that game.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is like that's what made me like.
That bad?
Oh yeah. It's like I'm just gonna look it up real quick. It's like. So I got to the vault today, and like 18% of people got to the vault. 9.7% have like finished the game.
Jesus.
Which is it's really hard, and that game has a lot of sell. And then there's like the crap like I will never get. Like I'm not gonna get 100% perk or enemies. Those are like the lowest ones where it's like you've done everything.
Damn.
But yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of like secrets and lore, and a lot of stuff that like you don't think you could do, but then you do, and it's like, oh man, that's cool. Like how you can go on top of the, like you start in Noita, you're this little pixel wizard, and you start going down a cave. But if you have a specific kind of wand, you can just go on top of the cave and climb the mountain, and then there's just a whole nother like world on top. It's like there's like 3 Terraria biomes up there.
Yeah, just dig through down to the bottom. That's all you need to do.
You can do that. You can go
just keep blasting away.
You can go find the Doom chain gun. It's just there. There's like the Sky Temple, and you're like, what the hell is this game? I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like it's the idea of like if you're playing Elden Ring and like there's the regular play to Elden Ring and then there's like an infinite damage combo and then they're like, oh, you did that, huh? Well, here you go. Or like you like boundary skipped outside in a speed run and then there's Elden Ring 2 in the speed run zone and you're like, what the hell is this? Why would you build Elden Ring 2 in the speed run zone?
because it's good. This is what's supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to do.
You need to get all the true knowledge.
Yes.
The Alchemist. I learned what that story is about. What do you think the story of Noita is?
I know you. I know it's just like you're a little wizard going down to the caves.
Yeah, but why are you going down into the caves?
I don't know.
Okay, so this is like sort of minor spoilers, but like, so there's lore tablets. I don't know if you found any or no.
No.
Okay, so yeah, there's secret lore tablets, and you stand next to them, and it'll translate. Those was left by people, and Noita is effectively a Full Metal Alchemist situation, where they were doing a big alchemy down in the mountain, and you want to go do it. You're there is to finish it. Because as you go deeper, you find like robots and like other stuff, and it's like, yo, they were doing some bad magic alchemy down there, some time travel. They did the big wizard stuff, and it kind of got out of hand.
Oh, I love when the big wizard stuff gets out of hand.
So that's like Noita. But you don't know that unless you found like several secret lore tablets. One of which is on like a watchtower in the surface, and then you get there and there's like this lava pit, and I'm like, oh, I can't go down the lava pit because I don't have the lava perk. But then you got to learn how that eventually, once you start getting teleport magic, and you can just teleport instantly everywhere on the map, and you just go up. But if you get too many lore knowledges, it spawns a boss. And that boss will kill you super hard because it reflects your spells.
To know too much.
No, it reflects your spells back at you. So what you have to do is you have to make a wand that's designed to kill yourself, hit the boss with the wand, so when it copies it, it'll shoot and then kill itself.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, that game gets wild.
Okay, that's a move.
Yeah, that game gets very wild. And you're like, okay, that's like for the insane people.
That's for the real ones.
Yeah.
That's for the 9% that finish the game.
That's for like the 9% is like the baby mode. That's for like the 1,000-hour crew who are trying to get. They got their money's worth. They bought it on a Steam sale, and they're like, I'm gonna put 1,000,000 hours in this sucker. It's like, okay, yo, I get it. Well, anyway, what have you been up to?
Oh, mainly, not really a whole lot this week. I've been trying to get back into Warhammer, so I'm making some new models.
Nice.
Right now, which is fun.
What are you making?
I'm just making some more crisis suits and some commanders.
Hell yeah!
Because I got the new book. And it's really neat. I just need to get some games in.
Good. That's good. See,
yeah.
We're in the fall. There's not like a million video games coming out, so everyone's like, we got to get back into these old hobbies that got pushed away because Baldur's Gate in every video game.
Honestly, yeah.
And I'm like really happy about it.
I literally went out and I got the Thunder Junction deck that I've been wanting.
Oh, which
one?
I'm
like, hey, now I have time to play Commander, so.
Which one did you go for?
The Desert Bloom.
Ah, that's a good one. Land time.
It's fun. It's really fun to play.
Yeah, you get that Commander games going.
Literally getting books that I've been like, oh yeah, I should have read this a while ago.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, grabbing some games that I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I finish these.
Yeah, no, it's backlog time. Did I talk about SMT5 here?
I don't think you did.
Yeah, so I've been playing SMT5 Vengeance because it's on PlayStation, which means it runs correctly and not on the Switch. It performs like a regular video game, and I really like that game. It is great. It is the big. What it has that Persona thing, and the gimmick that gets me every time is when you enter a random battle, the music sounds like the band is like tuning their guitars and everything. And then as soon as you select an attack, the battle theme starts.
Then it goes in. Damn, hell
Oh,
yeah.
it adds such an impact to like just hitting like go on a menu, but it works every time. I'm
When the
playing,
theme kicks in, that's always the
yeah,
best.
I'm playing the Special Vengeance campaign because apparently I'm not gonna play that game twice. So I'm just going like it's like, do you want to play the original version or the one with the new characters, where each character is like a different SMT genre that's showing up?
Hmm.
Like Raito Kusanagi, not him, but a guy who looks suspiciously like him is there with his like Japanese like old time samurai cop with his demon. You got someone who has the digital devil summoning program. Like all the warriors are showing up, and I'm like, oh man, they're doing the smorgasbord. You have a guy that just kind of looks like every persona, like not like the sidekick. You know, like the blonde haired goofy guy that's always your second party member in a persona
Yeah,
game. Yeah, he's there.
your dumb little goofball that's right next to you.
Yeah. And then you got like your ladies who are the evil, like the Liliths, but like the Liliths of all the religions,
Oh,
because SMT is like every religion is fighting at once.
all the gods are in there.
Well, basically, Christianity God sat upon the throne of knowledge, and then he took all of the power from the other gods, and now that's why they're called demons, because that's like a
That's why all the angels are like the top tier ones.
yeah. Well, not even them. They're like technically demons. They just serve God. See, they're in like the Christian pantheon, so they're still like eating good. Whereas like the Hindu one is not eating good right now, or like the Norse one, they're like having some trouble. Thor is not pleased to be called a demon. Not happy about that.
Let's see. I'm thinking about like, man, I wonder how Metazetic feels about. I know he's cool with it because he's like up there with Christianity God.
Yeah, well, it's great. They haven't gone all in. I want Jesus as a boss fight or a summonable companion. That'd be cool. But I don't think they're
That
that.
would actually be awesome.
That would actually make people upset. But I'm like, nah, go all in. Do it.
No, come on.
Do it.
You sound like it's not actually Jesus.
It doesn't matter. I want some I want the reactionary people to get real mad at this anime game. That's what I'm saying. Like put in all of them. Put in Muhammad in there. Put in like the Hindu Indian ones gods. They're in there. They're all in there. You get Surtur. He's hanging out with you.
What's the yeah? What are the religious deities that are like, hey, you can't show them. Put them in there. All of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want everybody
Honestly,
in there.
it's really only like the Judeo-Christian ones are like you can't ever draw
Yeah,
them.
they don't like that.
Everyone else is like, yeah, no, just draw them as you want.
Slam them in there.
It's cool, do it.
Usually, if they have like a pantheon or like that's cool, or if it's like a Buddhism slash Taoism where it's just like, oh, there's just spirits and stuff. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Some Shinto ass shit.
Yeah, yo, here's the god of dogs. He's hanging out. God of
Or
dogs.
or just like Native American.
Yeah. There's like oh, Nolan dropped the Mesoamerican stuff in there. You got Quetzalcoatl.
More goblins and little creatures.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like canon. Like it's explicitly stated in like the demon biographies that they are influenced by like cultural perception of like what that is. Like I think Jack Frost is like like half Jack, like the Jack Frost legend combined with like a anime goblin in the world. So that kind
All
of
right,
look.
someone quickly mod Jack Frost from the Guardians into this game.
If yeah, like if SMT happened in real life, Jack Frost would not be saying hee ho. He would look like the Tumblr art version of from Legend of the Guardians or whatever.
And he's I'm looking for my wife Elsa.
Yeah, that would, and Elsa would also be in there.
Yes, but she's impregnated by
Yeah.
him.
Yes. So would Shadow the Hedgehog.
And who's the baby? It's Olaf.
Yeah.
That's also, yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh yeah, what are our demons built by our perception?
Oh,
Shadow
see,
the Hedgehog.
well, see, I think ours would be less because of how our culture is. Like the gods would be less in there, and we'd have like mascots are in there.
Goku.
Goku would 100% be in there.
Mario and Pikachu.
Yeah,
Let's
you'd
see.
probably
Oh
have
god,
like some.
minions.
Yeah. Oh,
Minions are
minions.
so powerful.
Minions would be in there. Garfield.
Garfield strong.
Garfield would be in there. The Sephiroth John Arbuckle.
I was about to say, what was it? Heathcliff,
Yeah.
but he's an old god who was usurped, who Garfield usurped. Let's see. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is very powerful.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
He'd
All
be,
the Spider-Mans.
yeah. Well, it'd be like a gestalt. Like you'd have like all the Spider-Mans combined. Like,
All the Deadpools.
yeah. No, it would just be Ryan Reynolds.
It would be Ryan Reynolds.
It wouldn't be no like just him.
Yeah, in our zeitgeist. It would just be Ryan Reynolds. Let's see. Simpsons?
Yeah. Let's not kid ourselves. There'd be a Trump.
Yeah.
He'd be in there. He wouldn't be. He'd be. It wouldn't be.
Unfortunately, I'm immune to lightning, so can't use that to hit me.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Such a fool. Such a fool. Big dummy right here. What are you gonna do? Bribe me? Okay, I'll join your party. Guess you won me over.
See, it works.
It works. You know what? Yeah.
No, it works. That's how they talk. Like, listen, that's how the demons talk. Like, it's not even. You don't even have to like change it.
No,
You just pipe in quotes, and it's like, yeah, that is. It'd be the one in like all caps too. It'd be like how he tweets, because that's like there's some of the demons where it's like they're yelling, and some are like it like alternating, and some are like all scared. But nah.
And it's like there's a couple when she just kind of flirt with him. We're like, oh really? Well, I guess I'll join your side. I that's always my favorite is to like you just talk to demons and they're like, oh hold on, yeah I'll join you.
Oh wow, there's a bunch of stats on Baldur's Gate 3 that came out for like the year.
Dude, oh. Also, I'm going back through Divinity Original Sin 2 because I'm like, I need more Baldur's Gate, but I've already gone through like
you've
I've done like
milked it
5
dry.
playthroughs, so I'm like, I need to move on to something else.
How you joined your Divinity? Did you make your own
Yeah,
custom character?
I forgot how much.
Play as one.
No, I made my own character, which is just a lizard.
Hell
I like
yeah.
the lizards. Don't need no shovel.
The red.
But no, I just
Prince.
got out of Fort Joy, so. Damn, it's fun. I will say, damn, I miss a lot of the quality of life stuff that Baldur's Gate 3 has, but it's fine. Because it's still a good game.
Alright, so I'm just gonna. I'm looking here. I'm looking at this stuff, this Baldur's Gate 3 along thing. I'm just gonna say some stuff. Did you get turned into the cheese wheel?
No,
I did not either. Did
I
you
never cheated.
did you free us from the colony?
Yes,
Of course. Us is great. Us
this is fantastic.
I just had like a conversation in my WoW roleplay guild, which oh man, they are serious about it, and I am here for it. I had to do a job I had to fill out an out of game application, and then I had to have
Ew.
a job application in game, like an interview, which I appreciate because that means they're serious, which means they're actually playing and doing stuff. Because sometimes you'll get into like a guild and they just don't log on and they quit after like a month. But man, they for real. I'm loving it.
Damn.
All right,
No,
apparently,
that's good.
yeah. So I'm just
That's
look.
how you know it's a community. It's a community that kind of cares about itself.
No, that's what you want. I want the freaks and weirdos, man, and I'm one of them. That's what I want my game to be.
Yeah,
Also,
it's real freak hours.
also that means that the community's actually active and people are doing stuff. That's what you want. Because you're all playing pretend. Anyway, so what race class did you pick on your stuff out of curiosity? Because I'm looking at the chart here.
First time I went with orc,
Okay,
and then second time I did dark urge, so
just
dragonborn,
Dragonborn. Okay,
then tiefling.
okay. So you did pretty good. The top race picks in Baldur's Gate 3 are elf. Elf has like 13 million. Then half elf and human are around 12.5.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Tiefling's about like 10.5. Then drow is like 8. Dragonborn's about 7.5. And then the massive jump down, half orc is like 3 million. Gith Yankee
No one
is
does. Oh, come on! Those are like the best ones
Gith
to play
Yankee
at.
is like below like 2.1. Dwarf is barely above 2. Gnome is under 2.5 and halfling is like the lowest.
No, that's fair.
I was a gnome.
But like halfling thief is just so fun though.
Okay, and here's the to me the baffling thing, I think. So the top class picks were number 1 paladin, then sorcerer, fighter, barbarian, rogue, warlock, bard, wizard, monk, druid, ranger, cleric. I'm shocked warlock is so low.
Yeah, it's one of the most overpowered.
I think
So
warlock in that game was. I felt like I was a god.
yeah, once you hit warlock level 3, it's over.
You get once you're able to get your 2 juicing on your eldritch blast, the game is effectively over on normal mode. Then if you want to, you can just do whatever you want. I mean, paladin.
Yeah.
I get paladin because paladin is cool, and there's no paladin like characters in your.
I would say that, but then the paladin system sucks.
Well, they get that Oathbreaker dude who shows up, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, because here's the problem. Everyone fails their oath every single time.
Yeah, it's hard to be a paladin, as well it should be. You shouldn't be an easy paladin. You gotta worry about doing your stuff.
Where's monk on there?
Monk is like low. Monk is near the bottom.
Monk is. I'm gonna agree with this one. Monk was really hard until I figured out how it worked, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, it's good now. Because it's just put everything into dexterity.
I think cleric is so low because most people had Shadowheart on their team, and they used her as the cleric. But like cleric is very strong.
No, I had cleric, and then once it was me and Shadowheart using both of our Beyblades at once and getting in between an enemy.
Yeah,
It's over.
like cleric is really good.
It's so good.
I was like ranger. I can see because I don't think ranger is like you put that on something.
Yeah.
You don't ranger and then that's it. You like because when you told me when I put Asterion like when I put ranger on his rogue stuff, it like massively improved it.
Yeah, but you never go plain ranger.
No, you never
It's
go
usually
full
ranger, rogue, ranger, druid, uh, like ranger fighter, something like that. It's never just plain ranger. Damn, Baldur's Gate's fun.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm just looking at all this stuff.
Larian, I don't care. I'm fine with you not making Baldur's Gate 4. Just give me some more Divinity.
So
with everything you've learned.
So I think that's what they're doing.
I hope so.
They said something like they're not doing Baldur's Gate 4. They're actually doing to go. They're like doing their own stuff, which is like go for it.
I like everything you guys make. Keep doing it.
They're just gonna. I think they're gonna make a space game. I think that's their idea.
Oh please!
They want to
please.
do like a space game.
Give me KOTOR, but in your system.
Yeah, I would be. I think most people would be down.
Dude, that's so awesome.
Apparently, the most romanced and kissed characters or Shadowheart, Asterion, and had like multiple millions, and then Mythara had like 100K.
I can see Mythara.
Apparently, oh man,
I like
they don't have stats for doing it with Lae'zel. Was that so rare?
No, everyone did it. It was free, and you're like, okay, I guess.
Why not?
I guess I will.
Apparently, 650,000 players did sex with Halcyon. 30% went bear mode.
Nice. Yeah, you know what? Those 30%, they're brave. They're real
bold.
brave.
Only 1.1 million did the deed with the Emperor.
Huh.
I am part of that 1.1.
I'm not, so
I listen when that came up. Gunther the gnome was like, "Hell yeah, let's go."
Hold on, never mind. I did, and then I did my quick load, and then didn't.
Oh, I kept that. Curious. I kept that. It's funny because
I'll take that counts.
And I did it when he was at Mind Flayer form because it's really funny when you do it, and then all your party members are like looking over at you, and you're like, "Oh."
Like, what are you doing? Ooh.
And then they, I don't know, I'm looking here.
Yeah. Did you see any of the stuff for Monster Hunter that they just dropped?
I have not. What?
They just dropped some like basic mechanics that are going to be changing in the game, and they dropped
Lay it on
Great Sword, Heavy Bowgun, and the Insect Glaive.
So what are they doing to them?
Oh, it's so good. There's now a system where like you scar after you hit like enough, you scar them, and then you can do like special attacks.
Oh, so it's like a one step beyond broken part.
Yeah.
It's like you break the part and then you scar the leg, and now it does more damage and gives you more stuff.
It's like a visual, but it's a visual scar you have to look at.
I like that.
Oh, it's awesome.
Because I always like that with like the parts would get broken and they'd be like their legs would get like chipped, and you'd be like, okay, now I can hit it.
And I can hit harder. Armor's off.
Did you see any of that Space Marine 2 stuff?
Oh hell yeah! I've been watching them fight 1,000 Suns, and I'm like, yeah, give me more of this.
I watched Skill Up talking how that game is like incredibly massive. It's like simultaneously Space Marine 1, like Dark Tide, and like a multiplayer like versus mode.
Oh, this is so great. Come on,
It's
just give
cool.
us good games. That's all.
It's cool. We're in a good spot for video game. Well, we're not in a good spot for video games, but also we're in a good spot for video games.
I mean, you know what? Hey, everyone's starting to unionize.
Oh,
We're
that's
getting to
good.
a better spot for
Yeah.
games.
Oh, I've been playing Street Fighter. I've been losing. It's bad. But like Jesse beat me like 50 to 0, like 2. But that's part of it.
Jeez.
But yeah, I'm learning. I'm playing Marissa because she's easy. Then
Yeah,
you hit him
that's
with
true.
that Gladius, and you're like, oh yeah, there we go. But yeah, like I'm enjoying my street fighting. It's a lot less. I said on Twitter, like I just don't get mad at losing in Street Fighter as much as I do in League of Legends. Like I'll be like, okay, there's still room to improve.
Oh, there's always room to improve.
It's
That's
it's
what I love about that.
it's like nah, I know why I lost there, but it's good. Me and my dad watched the first half of Godzilla Kong. We're gonna watch the second half on like we've been so like whenever there's no prestige TVs, we watch like a movie over 2 days kind of deal. 'Cause that's kind of the
Honestly,
same
yeah,
thing.
that's a good movie to do for 2 days.
Yeah, I'm really liking Godzilla versus, or no, Godzilla Kong, Godzilla X Kong, and New Empire. That's the
New
one.
Empire.
Yeah, I really like it. It's a dumb movie, but I still like it.
We're back to dumb, goofy Godzilla movies.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
so
no, he
happy.
can. As we said, Godzilla has range. When
I
when
know.
when Godzilla meets the, I mean so Godzilla is the coolest and the strongest. We can all agree.
Yes.
But I think I like Kong more because he's kind of an underdog. Like the start of that movie when Kong was just having a bad day, I'm like, you know what? I get you, Kong. Like the
He's like, I'm
Brit,
so lonely. No one's
he's
here.
like, I got a toothache, man. I gotta go to the dentist. I'm like, man, I feel you, Kong.
It was better when these humans were just taking care of me. Why am I here?
This is terrible. These like rat things, and I gotta eat them, and they kind of taste bad.
I'm trying to eat this one rat thing, and
A
a
little
big lizard
dinosaur
comes by
just
and
eats
steals my
it.
food.
I'm just having a bad day. And I'm like,
I
man,
will.
Kong, I feel you.
I will say there was that point where he just picks one up and rips in half. And I'm like, all right, I'm done.
I
If I'm these little wolf guys,
I thought it was really funny that he picks one up, rips it in half, screams at him in intimidation, and then he looks at himself like, ah, crap, and then he like has to go take a shower.
you were getting all over me.
Like they do a really good. The animators did a really good job of making Kong super personable, and I like that
I know.
because
Yes,
God,
so
like
you're gonna see it more when he gets further on, but he's got a lot of emotion in his
so like
face.
I did so where we left off is where they're in Hollow Earth Part 2, and the human crew
Hollow
got to the
Earth.
temple, and they're looking around, and she's kind of like the deaf girl is at like the temple, and they've activated like the water part, and then they went through to find like Hollow Earth Part 2. Kong already had the fight with the evil apes, where like he grabs the baby ape and then just slams it by like the
He
baby
uses
ape
it
on
to
the
beat up
leg,
the other apes.
when it slams him like I was like, oh, that was great. The baby ape.
There's that point where one baby ape's still attacking. That one ape falls off and Kong saves him, only for the other ape to keep attacking him, and Kong's just like, all right,
Yeah, he just
die.
kicks him off. Yeah, like Kong is great because Godzilla is the coolest and strongest and never loses. I know this. We all know this.
Yeah.
the humans stupidly keep trying to like shoot missiles at him, and I'm like, no, Godzilla's just going up to like nuclear power plants and eating them, and they're all like, what?
Oh God, they're just like shooting him in the face, and he's standing there just eating.
He does
raw
nothing
energy.
to him. He's just like, nope, I'm getting ready.
This doesn't do anything for me. You're not gonna stop me.
I really like how Godzilla is portrayed as just like literally the King Alpha. You can't stop him. He does what he wants. He's just taking a nap in the Roman Colosseum. You're not gonna move him.
We can't do jack shit against him.
And then they're calling up the human lady, and they're like, "Please move." You're like, "No, just let him. Shut up." You couldn't.
If it wasn't for him, everything would be destroyed. He's just destroying a little bit.
If it wasn't for him, the most accurate Tyrannid Biotitan depicted on screen would have not been.
Yeah.
Would have taken it down. I was like, man, that's just a Tyrannid that he fought in Rome.
Oh yeah.
It was cool. I liked it.
I do like they're we gotta follow Godzilla. He's going up north. He's going to mess with this other monster. And my mind is, who cares? Just let Godzilla do his thing.
He's just gonna kill that thing super easy, and he does.
Yeah, and eat him. And he's just gonna soak up energy.
Well, because like in some respect to like monsters, I get where like when you're fighting underwater a monster and then like you're a snake and you wrap around like the thing's head and you're like, I'm gonna strangle it. And on most things that would work. It's just when you're putting your head right next to Godzilla's atomic fire breath, it's just not fair. Normally the head is a weak point and not where the gun lives.
Yeah. I feel all the other monsters will be like, okay, hey, I'm out of here. I see you, Godzilla. I'm out. Don't kill me.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be the alpha of the Earth or whatever at this point.
Yeah, he senses something coming. He's like, no, I'm kicking you out of your house and I'm taking all of your solar energy because I got a juice.
Okay.
I got to turn pink.
So what you're about to learn in the next part where you watch it is how those evil apes got trapped under the earth.
Yeah.
And it's very stupid, but it's also great.
Well, no, that's like that entire movie. I don't care. It's great. It is like they've turned the human parts into like a Universal Studios ride. I'm like, yo, that's fine.
Yeah, it is.
Like I feel like I'm in line for like the Godzilla. It is perfect where I'm like, when I'm talking to the humans and they're strapping in like their giant like spider robot thing, I'm like, oh yeah, so they're getting into the thing. We're gonna ride on the ride. And the guy's like, strap in. And I'm like, yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Exactly.
And then we're going to sit in our thing. We're on our 3D glasses, and it's going to move around. And then when it's moving around, we're watching King Kong fight this giant sea serpent and then eat it.
Yeah, in between Kong's going to the hollow earth.
Yeah, the double or hollow
What's
earth.
it called? It's like something stupid.
It's like the subterranean zone or something. No, it's dumb. I love it.
It's more Hollow Earth. Stop.
Yeah, like I was like, why is there a hollower Earth? It's Hollow Earth all the way down.
It doesn't make sense. Now I'm like, listen, the next movie has to be aliens, or they're running out. They're gonna run out of stuff.
Well, nuts. I think that to me, like, I don't know who the villain here is, but it has to be like Space Godzilla, because they already killed King Ghidorah. Like King Ghidorah died.
It's gotta be. Yeah, Space Godzilla, Gigan, Megalon, like a bunch of the space aliens.
Yeah, like the alien invasion has to show up. And the alien invasion should be prepared for Godzilla. Like this should be the one where like they're countering Godzilla and then Kong shows up and they're like, what the hell is this?
Wait a second, it has opposable thumbs? Oh no.
Why does one of them have like a battle axe and a power fist? Just give Kong a chainsaw.
So if you think
bolter.
Yeah. So if you think like, Kong has a lot of personality, just wait till you see the main bad guy of this movie.
Oh, I'm
the Scar King.
yeah, I'm
He
ready.
is the most charismatic monkey in the
Good.
entire movie, and you're like, oh, he's so evil.
I'm ready. I saw him in like the trailers with his like bone whip. I'm excited. I'm excited to see that big old ape and see Kong.
He's evil Monkey King.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. That's Kong's problem. Is Kong doesn't have a lot of villains.
No, he's just to keep. Well, he has Godzilla, but by
They're
the
like
end of this, they're best
frenemies.
friends.
Yeah, they're like there's an understanding. Godzilla's more like I could have won. You helped.
Okay, so pseudo spoiler. There's a point where they both like run into each other, and they're getting talked into working together by another monster.
Good. I'm assuming that other monster is probably Mothra.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always Mothra.
It's always monster.
Well, they already showed it. Like Mothra's whole thing is Mothra keeps coming back. There's always another Mothra. Mothra explodes and then comes back as a worm, and then the worm like makes the cocoon, and then it becomes Mothra. That's just how it goes.
For her to get exploded again.
Yeah, it's that's like the Mothra natural life cycle on like the chart would be like egg, worm, butterfly, explosion.
Back to egg.
Back to egg. That is the see. Normal bugs don't have the explosion part, but Mothra does.
No.
It's very key. But yeah, I like that movie. It's perfect for like it like if you're it's perfect. It's a dumb, fun little popcorn film where I'm like good because they're using their like you need to have that studio level budget to make sure the monsters look good, and they do look good, and they do fight good.
Hell yeah.
Like you can't do that. This would not be the indie film Godzilla X Kong New Empire. You can
No.
It would not work. But you're like, yeah, I'm loving
Like,
it.
don't listen. The fight scenes are only going to get better from here on out.
They do
Don't
really
worry.
good.
It's going to end great.
And it's like what
It's fantastic.
I'm glad there's enough space in Godzilla where you can have a serious movie and a dumb movie. Both are good in different ways.
Speaking of stuff that is, I'm not sure if it's dumb, but for me, unfulfilling. The ending to My Hero Academia.
Okay, yeah, we could talk about that. Alright, spoilers for My Hero Academia.
It's over.
It's over.
Good.
I
Finally.
Okay, I kinda actually liked it that Deku just became a teacher. Like him losing all his powers and then to say, you know what, I'm gonna teach the next generation. I think is actually fine.
Oh, no. That's the part of it I do like.
I like that a lot. I think that part, I'm like, oh, that's great. That's like an actual thing where he's like, no, I don't need superpowers to change the world. I'm like, yo, you know what? He's doing it. And then like the last 2 pages, they're like, hey Deku, we got you an Iron Man suit. You want to be a superhero again? And he's like, do I?
No, just be a teacher.
No. You should have said no.
Like, it should be, no, I'm going to teach the next generation.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I should be doing. Here's an Iron Man suit. Why don't you go out and be a hero again? Like, shut up.
Shut up.
Sorry. The whole point of the ending of this series was, anyone can be a hero. You just have to help out somebody in need.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That was the ending point.
Yeah. What made Deku worthy of All Might's power was that he tried to fight the guy with nothing. That's what like there's that slime monster and Deku was like, "No, I'm going in." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what made him worthy of the power." And then he didn't work. And then at the end they're like to me, it's also like like because I did not read through the final fight where he loses his powers or whatever. But
Oh, I did.
okay, so but to me that's the whole point of that is like you already saved the world against the strongest, most evil man. You did it. Like there was a part of Bleach, like that the part where Bleach should have ended was Ichigo like using up every single bit of his power to defeat the last boss, and then he just goes back to normal life. It's kind of like
that's it.
Yeah. Like he doesn't need to prove anything. It's like it'd be like if Spider-Man went maximum spider and like defeated Thanos and now has no spider powers. It's like, nah, he did the job.
No, he's like crippled now from it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because I personally, I'd be like, yeah, I'm done. I did it. I fought like the super strong man that saved the world. Who cares? I don't need to stop a bank robbery no more. Let Tape Man do it.
Let me just now be a teacher for the next generation, and because I'm smart, I can show you how to bring the maximum abilities out of
your powers.
All your powers.
Also, I have empathy. You know, I can, and I'm like a world-renowned hero, but then I'm also kind of not. It's weird. But then again, a lot of Shonen Jump has that problem. Where, like, there's a core conceit of their narrative, and then they just completely, like, do the opposite. I'm looking at you, Naruto.
Yeah.
I think Naruto...
Look, it's about hard work, not what you were born with. Oh, look, there's the guy who was born with all the power he ever needs.
Yeah, Naruto was double born with everything.
Hard work versus talent. You know what? Sometimes talent's just better. Sometimes genetic powers are just better in the long run.
Sometimes you just lose the fight because you didn't have a demon sealed inside of you.
Yeah.
Oopsie doodle.
Sometimes you lose the fight because your ancestors weren't alien gods.
Yeah. Sucks to be you.
It sucks to be you. Get better, I guess. You know, work out more. Right?
I mean, at least Goku has to, like, train.
Yeah, he's, like, constantly training.
Yeah, like, Goku's not... like, yeah, Goku's ceiling is very... It's, like, astronomically high, but he's having to, like, get there.
I mean, like, he is constantly abandoning his family.
Yeah. I mean,
just to go train.
We've seen how, like, Gohan... If Gohan doesn't get training, he falls behind. I was in Resurrection F. Like, Gohan couldn't even fight Frieza as a Super Saiyan. He was just getting destroyed.
Yeah, like, look, Gohan right now is strong. But, like, is he stronger than Goku and Vegeta? No. Still no.
No. He could be.
Nowhere close. If he abandoned his family, but he's like, I love my wife, I love my child.
Yeah,
I love being a weird bug guy.
Yeah,
that studies bugs.
I study like bugs and flowers. I'm like a nature man. Remember Icarus? I remember Icarus.
He's out somewhere. I'm like, I don't know. I think it's all shonen though. But here's the thing with My Hero ending. One Piece is about to end as well.
Yeah.
Who else is almost out the door? There's like two others that are about to end.
I feel like Jujutsu has like 1 to 2 arcs after this.
Please.
I feel like we're on the penultimate arc of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
I don't think we got
that's about to end. It is about over. So, but what's next? What's going to be all that's left now that are going to be big is Naruto. Oh, sorry, not Naruto. Naruto 2. What's it called?
Boruto. Yeah. And
then who's going to be the next big 3?
I don't know. Oh, I know. Because now it's time. It's time for Hunter x Hunter to come back from the ashes.
Kagurabuchi. I think it's time for. Let me see. What's one of the monthly ones? World Trigger. That's going to be the big one.
What about like people talking about that I don't know what it's called. It's one of those like Doros or whatever. The one about like the girl who likes aliens but doesn't believe in ghosts, and the guy that believes in ghosts and doesn't believe in aliens, or maybe
no.
way around.
It's like Dan. It's
Dan.
But it's a guy that believes in aliens and a girl that believes in ghosts.
Yeah, and then they get like possessed
and
by the opposite power.
I like that. Okay, I've been hearing good things about it. I might just have to start, getting into that. Because I'm going to start running out of stuff to read.
Yeah, I hear that's good.
Probably.
I don't know. I haven't. I'm a bit lacking on anime at the moment.
Yeah, me too. That's what needs to be next. That's what I need to catch up on next. All the anime I've been missing.
Yeah. I don't know. I got stuff. It's almost soccer coming back. 2 weeks. Get ready.
Oh no.
Get ready.
That's going to eat up all your time.
Oh yeah.
Never mind. That's what you're going to be doing.
Yeah. We'll be watching the Premier League. It's coming back for like 8 months. It's great. Rooting for my boys Chelsea. I got Cole Palmer. I think he's going to be doing it. Then he also got crap, I forgot his name for Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins. He's great. It was a shame because during the Euro Cup, they like my two current favorites were on the bench for some reason, and whenever they would sub them in, they would like instantly get a goal, but they refused to start them, and I was really mad.
No. Like, why aren't you doing this?
No, I was upset. I was like, why aren't you doing this, England? Your bench is stupid large. And, like, your starters, and you're not starting them. They're like your two best players currently. I mean, the other ones are technically we're like older now, but you know how it is in sports. It's like you're leaving Patrick Mahomes on the bench because you have like current Tom Brady who's old. And you're like, no, he's old now.
I like that.
Get him out. Anyway, we gotta go.
No, this is for real sports talk.
Yeah, for real sports talk's coming back. Yeah, you get in. No esports. No electronic sports here. Only the real ones.
This is it's real jock hour over here.
Yeah, that's how we get it. That's one of my confusion points. Where you look at me and you're like, look at this guy. And then I start talking about sports, like, oh, but it's like European soccer, and you're like, oh. Now I'm confused again.
I would say, but nowadays it's like, oh no, then you're still kind of cool then.
Oh, it's coming back. Well, soccer's coming back. It's on the upswing.
Soccer's coming back in a big way.
It's on the upswing because
soccer's coming back because
there's no commercials.
It's a sport where that as well. It's also a sport where I don't know. You're not going to destroy your brain from playing too long.
Oh yeah, you're still going to get injured. Like, don't get me wrong.
Oh no, yeah.
There's shoving and pushing, and you're like You're gonna injure yourself real bad for normal. But you're not going to be like. Yeah. They're not going to be like catatonic. You're not going to wonder like, did I see someone die on the pitch today?
You're not going to have a radical change in your personality after a couple of years.
No, there's no paralyzations on the football pitch.
No.
You might rip a hamstring. You might have a real bad knee injury. You might even get like a concussion. You're
going to be far more less likely to murder your wife and children.
Yeah, that is true.
From playing soccer compared to football.
There is still concussions in soccer whenever two people get headers and they try to go for it, they bonk heads against each other. But also due to like the incentive structure of soccer, it's better to like say that you had an injury to get like a free kick.
Yeah.
So when you do get like a concussion, it's better to say, "Oh, they concussed me. Give us a free kick. I'll
Well,
go sit on the sidelines."
Now that I'm thinking about that, hey, you're playing soccer, you get concussed. It's okay because free healthcare.
That's also true.
It's also true. It's like, oh, okay, it's not that big of a deal
Well,
for me.
it's less more like, okay, we'll take our guy off the pitch because we want to make sure our star player is healthy instead of being like, nah, get in there though.
No, get in there.
You just need to run straight.
Destroy your body.
I know you're seeing double, but just kind of aim for the middle and run. I know you got the old punchy blindies. But don't worry, when I say 52 hut, you just run forward. It'll be fine. On that grim note, later days.
Gosh. Bye.
Bye.